everybody. Recovered from the COVID, that's great. And I want to do a little introduction to this video. I promise you it's going to be out in the field. It's a little scattered though, and I figured I would introduce it a little bit. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is, I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not, but I'm really excited because Intrepid has got on their website, the Intrepid camera is made out of plywood, marine plywood, birch plywood, I think. And it's cool, but it's really industrial and really like, I don't know, it's kind of got an unfinished feel to it, and it feels kind of cheap. As far as a functional 4x5 is concerned, the Intrepid is fantastic. It's a great camera. Having said that, what's interesting about this is that's the Intrepid 4x5 hardwood. So they're starting to make them out of hardwood materials. So it looks like all the birch plywood in a hardwood model is going to be replaced with either walnut, cherry, or mahogany. And that's kind of like the best of both worlds. It says they'll be back in stock in March. So you can't even pre-order them or anything like that. If I could, I would pre-order a walnut one right now and pay for it, no problem. Because that's exciting. That's exactly what I would want. I mean, you know, that is exactly a product that I would buy. Is a walnut Intrepid 4x5. Evidently the weight's the same. The price is about double. So the original Intrepid was 280 pounds, and it's still available. The birch one. The hardwood ones are 500 pounds, which I'm going to assume is going to be about $700, which, you know, for a brand new hardwood Intrepid camera, yeah, that's worth it. I think that's a deal. I think that's a fantastic buy, actually. So yeah, looking forward to that. I figure if I'm able to actually order one in March, I might get it in May, I hope. So we'll see. It's not something I need, but it's definitely something I want. So I think it's really cool. So there's that. Now, as far as the video for today is concerned, what actually happened is it's the winter time and the weather is real iffy. And actually the wind has been blowing here like 50 miles an hour for the past like 2-3 weeks. Well, the wind the past couple of days has calmed down. So the day before, actually yesterday, the wind stopped. And so I took a ride up to Lad Marsh and I tried to do a little photography, and that was cool. Nothing earth shaking, no fantastic, just getting back out there and trying to do a little something, okay? And there I got a couple of shots that are nice, you know, nothing to put in a portfolio or anything, but just, it was still just nice to get out, and it wasn't that cold. And then today we took a ride over to Hermiston, Oregon, which means going over the pass through down Cabbage Hill into Pendleton. And I was looking at the weather, and there was an inversion, and I knew that might create some interesting conditions. And I knew that hill going down Cabbage Hill gave you could produce some interesting viewpoints. So I figured, hey, you know what? And so I threw the Nikon Z7 II in a bag with a couple of lenses, and that was it. And I brought my microphones along to do video. And so that's the second half of the in the field part of this video. So the first part is just zipping up to Lad Marsh real quick. And it was okay. I mean, it was just nice to get out and not be sick and use my cameras. And I used the X-T4 and X-T3 for that. X-T4 for video, X-T3 for the still photography. And then today, like I said, the trip to Pendleton was all Nikon Z7 II. And you know, using them back to back like that, it's interesting. The Z7 II, just bringing the one camera with two lenses in my small Domke bag, my 803 Domke bag. I think it's the 803, it might be 802. It doesn't matter. The size and weight is interesting. You can bring a lot more Fuji APS-C than you can Nikon. And other than that, like just getting used to one camera or the other, it's same. I prefer the Fujis, but the Nikons aren't bad. But you know, as far as bringing a full system is concerned, all I'm saying is that the Nikons are bigger and they are heavier than the Fuji APS-C cameras and the lenses. And so there it is. And I find after, I guess I've been using them longer though, I find the Fuji's a little easier to use. The dials and everything just seem to work a little faster. So I've rambled on enough. Pardon me, it's still a little cough, but other than that, I'm fine. So I've rambled on, or waffled on, as they like to say in Britain, long enough. Looking forward to the Intrepid hardwood. I'm going to get the walnut one. And other than that, enjoy the in the field videos. Like I said, nothing earth shaking, no really fantastic shots, but it was nice to get out and use the cameras. That's always a good thing. I always enjoy it. Hey there everybody, how's it going? So I came out here to Lad Marsh as the sun's setting, and just wanted to get out and do some photography. The wind has finally quit. It's taken about 2 days for that to happen. Actually, it feels like it's been 50-mile-an-hour winds here for the past month. But it finally calmed down. The wind is calm. There's some atmospherics out there, otherwise known as haze, clouds, mist, that kind of thing. And so the light's just getting on the edge of the horizon there behind the mountain. It's I've probably got about 10 minutes of decent light here. So I got the Fujis out today because the old shoulder's killing me. I tried to pack the Z7, but it wasn't happening. But yeah, so let's do some photography. Another thing that I've learned, am I in this thing here? Here we go. Another thing that I've learned is that the lower tripods actually work better with my jacked up shoulder. Go figure. Hey there everybody, so I'm inside the little cupola or whatever it is where they have a viewpoint on, this is called Cabbage Hill here in Oregon, right outside of Pendleton, but Pendleton's under the clouds right now. There was an inversion today. We needed to go over to Hermiston to the Home Depot, and I said, yeah, there might be something to shoot. So I only have the one camera with me. I've got the Z7 II, and so I'm doing video with that. But there's some shots behind me, so I'm going to give that a shot, and we'll see what happens. There's a lot of people around and everything. Not exactly a wilderness experience, but this is a great place to get up high to get a viewpoint of this inversion. Freezing fog down there. We have to drive through that. So I'm going to see what shots I can come up with, and we'll see where we go from there. Hey there everybody, so when I pulled off the side of the road, I'm right on the side of the freeway here, and it was stunning over here. This is that inversion. But the problem is that while I took the camera out, I mean I'm talking about 5 minutes into taking the camera out, the fog rolled in, and this is it. So I'm kind of in the inversion and not in the inversion, but the scene is nothing like what I saw. I'm going to take a few shots just because I can, but it's kind of weird. So yeah, the fog rolled in. That's what happens. You know, the past couple of days is just because there's no wind. The past couple of days have just been grab shots, you know, just not grab shots, but like nothing planned, but just seeing interesting conditions and trying to stop and grab them. So I'll take a few shots, And I'm in the rest area pullout. But I'll take a few shots and maybe the fog will roll back out. I don't know. You take what you can get. So we'll see what happens. All right. So we went to get a not a refrigerator. We went to get a dishwasher at Home Depot in Hermiston, Oregon. And I knew that the conditions might be interesting. And do you know that the fog's lifting right now as I'm talking to you? So I'm going to get some shots before this gets out of hand again. All right.